Hey guys, this is Randy and welcome aboard the Seabee Traveler channel. Today I wanted to go check out the Goldeye 2 mine. There's some some old abandoned cabins out there, and there's the tower where that went over a pit. So I wanted to check that out too with you guys. But first I wanted to stop at this Joseph Kone cabins. They've been here since I think he moved out here in 1942, and so they've been out here that long. There's some articles out there saying that these cabins may have been built in the late 1800s, but I don't think that's correct. Well, before we get up there, kind of wanted to give you a little aerial view of the cabins, so you can see how much of it has fallen down through the years. It's kind of sad to see, and you can see why they have a fence around it to keep it last as long as possible, so other people can see it. But looks like it's a protected site now by Quartzsite. That's always nice. You can probably hear it's pretty windy out here. Hopefully this mic will handle this wind okay. I'll try and block it as much as I can. But I did some investigating, and while I was digging around for information, I learned that he had a cave that he'd carved in a hill and lived in it while he was building these. The reason I don't think that it was built in the late 1800s is mostly just the construction. You can't get in it anymore. They have a fence around it, as you can see, but before they didn't have that in. You could go inside, and they have tin cans used to block out the holes in the walls so they can get conduit through and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think the 1940s is probably more accurate. This building was his workshop. He was a artist. He carved ironwood. Supposedly he had a lathe in there, and he would do bowls and items like that. Yeah, right. See if I can get around. Oh, hey, my hat. The wind is blowing my hat off. While I'm walking around this end, I wanted to show you some pictures I got. I came out earlier this year and got some star trail pictures of these cabins. This one is looking more south, and this one is looking north. And yeah, it was fun. Got some light painting in, but since I couldn't get inside that fence, it's kind of tough. Couldn't get the exact angles I wanted to. Got over to this side and give you a little bit of a view. Not sure what that pole was that's sticking out. It's over an awning, but I'm not sure what that would have been used for. If somebody knows, maybe just leave a comment. Be interested to know. I never could find out what that was for. Maybe pull-ups? I don't know. I don't know. Did he like to do pull-ups a lot? I don't know. But the other thing that's really cool, if you notice, is he lined all the corners. The edge corners and the bottom corners, all in the doors, lined with quartz. It's a little detail, and he used natural stone from out here to build these. So I thought that was pretty cool to see. I wish I was able to get in and show you a closer up view of the inside. Nice square corners, a lot of attention to detail there. He did a good job. Not sure how much help he had. Can imagine doing this by yourself. But back then, I don't know, guys were pretty ingenuitive to do this kind of stuff. And the other thing is, my friend Kim got married in these. We had a big old party out here that night. Let me see if I can line this. Looks like it's supposed to be able to line up. If somebody drew this, see if I can line it up here. Is there nope? No. Okay, it's pretty close. Yeah, heck with it. I don't think I'll get it. All right. So what do you say we head on over to the Aweigh 2 mine? That's a lot bigger. There's more to look at over there. So let's hit the road. All right, here we go. Aweigh 2 mine. It's not too far up here. Probably another 10 minutes. This pavement ends and it turns into a dirt road, but it's not too bad of a road. Well, while we're driving out, this would be a good time to remind you, if you could reach down, click that like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. So, yeah, here we are. This is the turnoff to the Aweigh mine. Well, once you pull off the main road, the road's, you see it's a little bit rough. You may not want to bring your Cadillac out here, but for the most part, you shouldn't have any problems getting out here. There's just a couple little rough spots, but yeah, we're only about maybe 15 minutes out of Quartzsite, so you can kind of see some of the stuff that I wanted to see on the right. And keep in mind, this is an active placer mine, so be respectful of the laws and the owners out here. So you don't want to come out here, bring your gold pan, and think you're gonna get some gold mining in. They tend to get a little bit prickly if they catch you doing that kind of stuff. So just remember the laws and be respectful when you're out here. Just stick to the main parts where you can see where everybody else has been. You'll be fine. And I do hear that they have a tour. You can make arrangements and they'll give you a tour of everything out here. So it's probably worth it. I don't have time for that today. I'm just going to do a walkthrough on my own. Here is the parking area for the cabins. There's a main cabin where you see the flag, and there's a secondary cabin or workshop. I'm not sure. I wanted to give you a little bit of an aerial view of the cabin area. So that was the main cabin down there, and as we turn around, you'll be able to see, I'm going to call it the work area, because that's probably where they did the work, and not much living quarters over there. But yeah, I wanted to give you a quick little aerial view, and then we'll start a walk around. Alright, we'll take a little walk up to the main cabin. You can kind of see it's nestled at the bottom of these hills. So it is blocking. It's pretty windy today, but luckily this is blocking some of that wind. So hopefully you can still hear me with the mic. It's pretty tough. I'm still trying to block it, but it gets a little gusty. You can see it's not a constant wind, but it gets a little bit gusty. And that tower off in the background, we're going to go over there after we're done here. So that's where the mine shaft was. All right, let's go take a look. The construction, you can tell. I mean, Mr. Erdman, I think Larry Erdman, he built this, and here's his gravestone or headstone, but yeah, he lived out here. I think it's the 63 years he worked out here. But you'll see some of the ingenuity he had by what they used to build, what they had. So look, you can see here, and these columns are built out of 55-gallon drums, and they just filled them with concrete, just stacked them. In the back, you can see the awning beams were made out of car frames, it looks like. So hey, use what you got. And also they have, like I said, because of the long wall, a buttress style, you can kind of see the buttress built back there. So smart, knew what he was doing. I see 1947 is when he built this. It's a tray full of trinkets. And I think some people bring old stuff in here and leave it. So they do say not to please don't take anything. It's cool. Some of this stuff I don't know what it is, so if you know what it is, it'd be interesting to see. Maybe leave a comment to let me know some of the neat items that I missed and didn't get. I like this cool tray. It's got I don't know, it's like an intricate little design in there. Maybe that was some sort of heating tray or something. And old shears. How about some shears? You want a haircut? You can get a haircut out here too. Yeah, an old bread basket pick. Let's see what else we have here. Well, looks like they have everything, and a bathroom sink and a commode. Is that some sort of portable commode down there? Okay. Drive shaft. Old school washing machine. I actually remember my mom using one of those as a kid. Yeah, holding up some structure there. Good use of those blocks. What else we got? An old ironing board. Oh, and a bed. If you want to come out and take a nap, bring a sleeping bag. Old typewriter. Check out this old typewriter. Well, back in the day, huh? Look like there's some sort of flask there too. I see, a crank for a motor. Is that what I see down here? Yep. Some crank for a motor. Gold pan. An old canteen. 70s boom box. Well, we got an old booklet here to sign in. Is that a lantern? An old lantern? It's filled in with concrete, it looks like. Wonder if somebody found it buried. There's the guest book. Goldeye mine. Goldeye 2 mine. Cool stuff. An old chainsaw. Here's one last look of everything. So that's pretty neat. Alright, well, let's mosey on over to the other cabin. Oh, cool. What's this? You can see this is the other side of that wall. Buttress over here too. Looks like they had a fire at some point. The roof beams and trusses were burned. So I wonder somewhere down the road. But anyways, let's take a walk down to this other location. And you can see somebody, I don't know where it came from, but they lined with toilets. It's unique. And they got flowers in them, so. Okay. Well, let's go take a look over here. I'm not sure if this was how it was originally set up, but you just drop probably some tailings in here, and then that belt would drop it off into a shaker to get it even a little bit more fine-tuned. Maybe what it looks like. And then yeah, I would drop it there, and then the finer dirt maybe would be lifted off from there and then dropped into a little pile down at the end where you could do some pan that. Here's some more of the columns built out of the 55-gallon drums. I don't think I've ever seen construction like that. But this is probably where the tailings would drop off. Then you can. Now I mean, this seems to be like a work area. Maybe it's just a covered place that they can maybe work on the gold. I'm not sure. What we got over here? Maybe some pumps, water pumps. Oh, and there's tear up here. Maybe I have to go up there in a little bit. Looks like you can walk up to the top of the hill. Never been up there. Have to check that out. But yeah, I think this was some sort of work area. I don't know. Maybe if you know, if you've taken the tour, you can leave a comment and let me know. I'd appreciate that. I wish I had the time to take the tour. Maybe next time I'm out, I can do that. There's some items here. There's one in particular. I don't know what it is. See the jerry cans. But what is this thing? It's got a handle on it. It's like, I don't know what that would be used for. To detect, some kind of detector. And this, I don't know, some sort of sleuth. Looks like it has a gate on it. I don't know. Once again, if you know, I'd be happy to hear from you. Let me know what those are. There's another room. I don't know. It seems like it has rooms over here too. So maybe that workers or somebody stayed over here. Guest house, mother-in-law suite, maybe. That sounds about right. Oh, look how they built the. So they put the columns in and then put the concrete walls in later. So maybe to block the wind, that kind of thing. Interesting. Well, let's see. Oh, there's a treadmill. Yeah, see here, there was wood embedded into this too. I see fire marks, so must have been a fire over here as well. Oh, there's it's not a treadmill. What is that? Well, let's see. Let's come over this way. Nordic track again. That room. Looks like somebody probably stayed there, slept in there. That's cool construction. They have like concrete blocks with rocks embedded into them to get the rock look. That's interesting. Different size, different shapes. Well, that's unique. And there's another room. It's got a water heater back here. Look at that gold pan hanging up there above that window. But yeah, I'm a little confused. But I grew up with Mr. Erdman's nieces and nephews. I should reach out to them. Maybe they have some inside information about what this maybe was. Well, all right, let's see if we can get up to that upper level. I thought I saw a trail over there. Help us get up there a little bit easier. Yep, here it is, right up here. Squeeze underneath this tree. Oh yeah, this is cool. Get a little bird's eye view of this, maybe. what's over? Not sure which way to go. Well, let's go check this side out first. Oh, what's this? I saw something that's kind of cool. What is that thing? Take it. No, that's just. I thought it was an old coin or something, but nope. Yeah, you can see outside of that wall, so it's more of a, looks like a retaining wall. So that's why they had it up there, for retaining wall. And yeah, a little bit of a bird's eye view of the floor plan. It's neat. I always really like coming to these places. Alright, well, I think it's enough here. Maybe we'll go, let's go check out the tower over there where the mine shaft was. We'll meet you over there. Alright, so here is the tower. You can see in the bottom left corner there, that was a mine shaft at one time. They've covered it up. And you'll see there's other ones where they've, I don't know, over the years, they've probably moved this thing to different locations. But I want to give you a quick overview or a bird's eye view of this before we get down and do our walking inside here. All right, so let's take a look. It's kind of gusty. The wind is kind of gusty, but I wanted to take a look at this old mine shaft. They covered it up, so it's safety. There's a lot of people that visit out here, so make sure it's safe for everybody. Wonder how much stuff has been dropped down there over the years. Wonder what you would find if you could get down to the bottom. I don't know. Anyways, let's all right, little closer look here. Look at that rock wall. The construction's just a dry stack stone. I don't see any mortar in there. Look at that tree moving with the wind. Well, so let's take a look, see what's under here. I don't know if the mic can pick it up, but let's hold on. That is a little bit weird. I don't know, that's pretty loud, that wind blowing up there. I'm not going to talk for a minute just so you can hear how it sounds with that wind blowing through the cables and all this tin. It's kind of spooky sounding. I am not gonna lie, there was a little bit of a pucker factor walking under that with all the wind blowing. But anyways, this looks like it was a box that they lowered down into the pit. You can see the pit's covered up there. At least that's what I think. It's kind of small for a person to get into, but I don't know, maybe you could squat in there and get lowered down. Don't know if I would trust that, but back in the day, that's how they did it. You can see on the side they had a little rail that guided it so it went straight up and down. Don't know if OSHA would approve that these days. The other thing that's kind of funny is there's a roof over places where people would stand. So I don't know if there would have been rock falling, or I'm not sure, just to keep the sun off of you while somebody was standing working under there. Ladder going up a little bit higher. No thanks, not gonna go up there. This looks like another little workbench area. But anyways, I think that's gonna about do it. I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna see if I can't grab a picture and show it to you. I liked underneath that awning. That was pretty cool. Well, I think that's going to do it from the Goldeye mine and the Joseph Cogne's cabins. So anyways, I'm going to sign off, and just remember, never say goodbye, always see you later.